We are all tacitly aware of the fact that it's okay to hurt someone's feelings. You yourself know it, as does everyone else. But to know something tacitly only means to know something without necessarily being able to put it into words. Basically, we've all struggled in times where we need to hurt someone's feelings, probably because we can't put it into words. In fact, for those who are particularly hurtful to the feelings of others, they've probably heard a common lie, and that lie is that because they hurt someone's feelings, that they are abusive, which is just pure dishonesty. Nobody is abusive for hurting someone's feelings, and nobody is abusive for being insulting, even to the most extreme, and this is plainly obvious. If anyone tells you it's abusive to hurt someone's feelings, or to be insulting, you should call them a liar. And for those too cowardly to call them out, tell them about this video, and tell them they should contact us through email about how wrong we are. After all, shouldn't we be criticized for spreading misinformation that pertains to their conversation? But it's guaranteed that one of two things will happen. Either this person that just lied to you will cower away, or they will lie to us as well, and then we will call them a liar for you. And now to put into words why that is. Obviously, when you hurt someone's feelings, you're not actually harming them in any way. A doctor who makes someone feel sad and fearful by telling them bad news they need to hear, for instance, obviously is not abusive. Neither is calling someone a liar, a thief, an idiot, a loser, or anything else, no matter how harsh it is. There's actually seemingly a misconception where name-calling is considered a fallacy. People say that any name-calling whatsoever is ad hominem, but actually, ad hominem is not inherently a fallacy. Obviously, there is not any difference between calling someone a liar versus saying that someone is lying. Calling them a name or not is not a problem. Unsurprisingly, of course, because of toxic positivity, nobody ever complains about name-calling when it's positive. Nobody complains about being called a great person. Only when it's something negative do they jump to dishonestly pretending name-calling is bad. The idea that people not only should be manically happy all the time, but that they even can, is ridiculous. It's an idea rooted in pure toxic positivity. All emotions are equally valid, either positive or negative. In fact, no damage to how happy someone feels is ever even permanent. Due to human psychology involving things like and such as the hedonic treadmill, no hurt feelings are ever permanent. The hedonic treadmill is basically this graph of human happiness that projects that happiness always returns to a stable baseline. For instance, you might win the lottery, but gradually your expectations rise along with your bank account. And now, getting a new house, for instance, goes from a far-off dream to something you did yesterday, and now the mundane things in life might give off virtually no joy. This is very dark to think about, but very interesting and revealing about human nature. In other words, people with hurt feelings will get over it, so why care about it? When you think about it also, it becomes quite stupid and just plain silly. Who wouldn't want to better themselves through hearing the harsh truth? How stupid must we be to see this as something to be vindictive about? How can we not see the inherent benefits it has? Would you like to go walking around with undiagnosed cancer, for instance? Would you like to walk around knowing the only reason you're not getting criticized is because people don't want to hurt your feelings? Would you like to be less of a person than you could be? And most importantly, would you want to live in a world where everyone else is less than they could be? You know you would not, so why care about hurting someone's feelings? And why give in to people who let their insecurities get the best of them and who act out because they can't handle their feelings getting hurt? People could be so much better than they are, and all it would take is more honesty rather than sugarcoating. People could look better. People could stop telling blatant lies. People could stop abusing animals and go vegan. People could stop licking the boot of the government that steals their money, and people could just have plainly better lives and be better people. Feelings matter. They are important. They help guide us in making decisions. And if someone's feelings are hurt by someone else, they should ask themselves if they feel bad because their mind is telling them to handle things differently, or if the other person is actually being abusive, such as by lying or anything else truly bad. All of society needs to more strongly realize what they already know. They need to realize that hurting feelings is never a moral issue. Pretending the opposite, even, is a typical weapon of choice of narcissists, people who are passive-aggressive, liars, sadists, and losers, and it should be called out more often for what it is: blatant dishonesty.